Hello and welcome to my Cricket Captain 2015 domestic career mode in Australia. This is the first career mode in my 2015 series, and I promise there will be more frequent uploads on this game than the last one. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to have an Australian career, and before I started recording, I put every team into the random name picker thing online and came up with Queensland. So that is the team that I will be. And out of all of these, the team it selected was Hobart. So let's get started here. Skill level, normal. Yeah, we'll do all match types. And the national team, I will go with New Zealand because I know that's a very popular one in the comment section. So I'll do that. Test captaincy, we'll have to earn this one. So here we go, let's start the game. I've played around a bit with the Cricket Captain 2015, but I haven't played it as much as 2014. So I'm interested to find out some of these new features and how the game works. From the start, I think the animations for the highlights are much improved. I think it's great. But through this career mode, I will be no doubt finding more new features. So, we're starting out in the 2015-16 season, Queensland facing Victoria. It's a tough first game. So I'll have a look at the team we've got here. We've got Joe Burns, he'll be crucial. I'll just have a look at who did well last year for us. So, Joe Burns, Peter Forrest, Sam Heazlett. Yeah, very young, obviously. Then we've got Charlie Hemphrey, who really just made his debut last season. Marnus Labuschagne, another youngster. And of course we've got Chris Lynn, established Queensland player, Nathan Reardon, Usman Khawaja, Chris Hartley, all of these guys. Ben Cutting, although I think it said that he's been selected to play in the IPL. Hopefully he won't be out for too long. We've got James Hopes. We've got Cameron Boyce, Feldman, Gannon, George. So we've got a pretty good squad to work with here. A lot of good fast bowlers. So last season, 4th in the Australian League. We'll be looking to improve on that. We'll be hopefully looking to win the Sheffield Shield. But I think top 2 in the first season is probably the main aim. And semi-finals of the One Day Cup. So I got a list of fixtures here. I don't think we'll be reaching the 900, but who knows if this career mode goes long enough. And yep, partnership records. 2015 Lynn and Hartley against Victoria. It's pretty good. And here are our finances. So I'm really looking forward to starting this one out. So why can't we go on to pitch groundsman? Doesn't matter. Okay. Won't look at those player profiles. Coach and physio we won't worry about now either. So I'm really looking forward to this career mode. So I think let's just continue, sim through the off season. With the I'm not actually sure how to earn the test captaincy in a domestic career because usually when I've done domestic careers in the past, I've just wanted to stick with the domestic team and keep international separate, but I will go for this New Zealand captaincy, but I don't know how you can get it. Is it just good performances for a long amount of time? Is it winning the league? I'm sure we'll find out, so I'll have a look at some of these Ashes results that are coming up because that might influence my selection. Most of the test players from Queensland will probably be in my side because they're of a higher quality, obviously, but We can just have a look at this. Internationals. Oh, of course, I'm New Zealand, I'm not Australia. Okay, forget it. So it doesn't look like New Zealand's played anything yet. Or, no, they did. New Zealand and England. Henry performing well. Yeah, and we'll see if any of the New Zealand Test players are available for the Queensland squad, because that would be really quite helpful. Terminating contracts. Okay, so we should keep Gannon. Ben Cutting, obviously, he's a key player. Might even raise his salary. Keep him here for as long as possible. The others I'm not particularly fussed about. Because, I mean, LaRue, he's 31, so we don't really need to keep him. Looking at Nick Buchanan. I don't know about him either, to be honest. Do they have second team stats? Yep, they do. So Buchanan's been decent in the second team, and so was LaRue, but I don't really know if they're worth keeping around because, yeah, Moller, I'll keep Moller. Stevenson, oh, I might as well just keep Heaslett. So, those are the contracts that are running out. Let's have a look at the squad we have now. Is there anyone who I would consider terminating the contract of? Labuschagne, he obviously hasn't impressed in his first class appearances, but with that said, he's still only 21, and because he has some of that experience, he could be a decent backup. Renshaw's only 19. Flores, I'm unsure of as well. I'd like to revise this contract of James Hopes, maybe not terminate it, but just revise it, because 61,000 as a salary is a bit too much for him, I'd say, at his age. Yeah, Brimmelcombe, he's 24, he hasn't performed yet. That's okay. So, Stan Lake, don't know about him. A lot of these bowlers are very useful, but Nisa, I mean, he hasn't done too well in the Shield before, so it's once again just hard to say here. And you look at Boyce, like he's got a really, really high bowling average, but on the other hand, you know his quality. Like he has so much potential. Let's have a look at these one day. Reardon, obviously a lot better in one day games, but yeah, I'll come back to this. These youth players. I don't know. Foot looks good. Try to keep him here for as long as possible. Okay, so the way it stands, Stevens, Basley, Buchanan, and LaRue are all leaving the squad. I think that's completely okay, so here we go. Gannon doesn't like the contract. Cutting, happy to say good. Okay, Moller doesn't want to stay here either. He wants 23,000. That's okay. Heaslett, yeah, okay, whatever. Foot is happy. Okay, here we go. Who's been transferred? David Hussey, transfer listed. Wow. I don't know if he's worth picking up though at his age, 38, with a 49,000 salary. We sort by batting average, or obviously not. Henry is decent, as is Casolino, but I mean, if we're looking at our current squad, we've got quite a few strong openers. Kawaja can open, obviously. So can Burns, but I don't think Burns will open for us. Moller and Hartley can open as well in one-day games, I'm pretty sure. So on the batting front, we're generally okay. And on the bowling front, we're stacked. So Hussey mightn't be like a bad get. The same with Brad Hodge. I'm interested here in Travis Burt. I reckon he could be something very important for our team. But then again, he is a 2020 specialist in the Big Bash League. He'll be playing for... Does he play for Hobart in the Big Bash League? Yeah, he does. So that's the team that I'm managing, so might as well offer him a contract. Rora, another one I'd consider. Quiney as well. Dan Christian. I like this. McDermott. I'm more than willing to splash out on Alistair McDermott. In previous career modes that I've done personally, he's turned out to be an absolute gun for the national team, so it'll be good if he can replicate that here. And as for everyone else, all of these other bowlers, we're pretty good on the fast bowlers front. So let's just have a look at these overseas players who are available. Owen Morgan. It's good. Yeah, there's some good players here. I'm really liking the look of Owen Morgan. Albie Morkel, another good one. Darren Sammy. Yeah, not much choice in the bowlers, really. But Owen Morgan. Let's offer him a contract. And reserve overseas player. I'm not really sure how the reserve players work, to be honest. I guess I'll find out. So if I just make an offer for Albie Morkel. Oh, okay. Gannon agrees. Moller agrees. Heaslett agrees. Travis Burt, we got him. Can't afford to sign McDermott or Morgan. Okay. So let's have a look at who's been signed. A lot of these are just re-signings. The whole re-signing deal is something new, I'm pretty sure. But then again, I didn't do many domestic careers like this, so it's hard to tell. Budget remaining just 46,498. So if there's anyone on a large contract that can be disposed of, I'd get rid of Renshaw. Oh, can't terminate any more contracts, that's right. Look, all of this will be a lot better next season once I work out what's completely going on. So is there anyone in my budget range that's decent and available? Luke Ronke. Yeah, and because he's representing the New Zealand national team, I could sort of mentor him in this role. Grant Elliott, that's a good one, but he is 36. But if it is just for one season, look, I'm going to approach Luke Ronke. Good. So, I believe that is all. A few transfers here. Alright, so I think we can exit the transfer market and we're all done. And now I have to do pretty much the same thing except for the 20 over league. Who should stay? Last year in 2020s. Okay. Hales, Ben Dunk, see quite a lot in him, but yeah, renew his contract. Gulbis, not sure about. Doherty, definitely. Many, Want to re-sign him. Other than that, like Malik, Bresnan, Hales. So, wow, this is a very small squad. So might as well re-sign. Malik did really well last year in various 2020s, so that's good. And might as well just re-sign Gulbis. Try to go on a lower salary. And let's get rid of them. Good. Ben Dunk agrees. Doherty agrees. Many agrees. Malik agrees. Bresnan agrees. And Gulbis, who cares? Cancel off of him. Transfer listed players. Anyone worth going for? Blizzard? Although he's not really a 2020 batsman. Same problem with Hartley. Moises Enriquez. It's a decent pickup. McGoffin, Ben Lachlan. He's an absolute gun in the shorter forms. And I like Copeland as well. Just looking at the squad, we do have a lot of pace bowlers though. Hilfenhaus, Many, Rainbird. They'll all carry the attack. So, look at the overseas players that are available. It's a lot of the same list. This Tamim Iqbal, yeah, might make a move for him. And he doesn't want too much money as well, although I'll just have a look at the market because you can only sign 2 overseas players, so 3, and I've already signed 2, so MS Dhoni. Wow, he's going for the Big Bash League. That would be good. And Shahid Afridi as well. Dilshan, Sami. There's a lot of choice here. Lasith Malinga. I think I found my last overseas player. So there we go. Let's have a look if they accept. Ben Lachlan accepts. And Malinga accepts. So we've got some good players here. If there's any more domestic players. Now this Raphael guy, I don't really know much about him, but he's been really great for South Australia in other career modes that I've played. So, but that's on 2014, so you never know, but it's worth taking the risk, I think. Peter Neville available, Alex Keith available. Going to approach, that's a huge salary. Yeah, because Melbourne Green, aka the Melbourne Stars, have already made an offer. So I might look elsewhere and pick up. We don't have many holes in our squad, so it's difficult to find someone who you need, but might as well just go for Aiden Blizzard, make him an offer. Raphael signs, and Blizzard accepts. And I think that's all we really need to do in this transfer window, so I'm happy with all of this. And now it's time to focus back on the Queensland part of this career as we approach the first match with Victoria, which will be coming up next episode. So, now that we've got our squads ready, it's time to get into the actual season, get into some actual cricket captain. Really looking forward to this series. Thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned for more domestic career mode as Queensland, Hobart, and eventually probably as New Zealand. So thanks very much for watching and goodbye.